Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this press briefing on Tata Innovista. As you're aware, we do this every year. This is really to mark the Innovation Awards for the Tata Group. This year is actually quite special because it commemorates a decade of the institution of these awards. And we are delighted to celebrate this important milestone with all of you here. This also continues a series of briefings that we've been having over a period of time, where we're trying to shine a light on some of the somewhat lesser known aspects of operations and business of Tata's. Now, I'll start by saying that the pioneering spirit and innovation have really been major factors in the growth of the Tata Group for the last 140 plus years. And we do believe innovation is now very embedded in the way our companies conduct business, and it manifests itself both in our core activities and also in our business processes. We are clear, as our group chairman, Mr. Cyrus Mistry, has pointed out, that in an increasingly competitive environment, we must differentiate ourselves through a culture that's built around, on the one hand, customer centricity, reflected through our understanding of the needs and wants of our customers, and innovation, which includes designing, delivering, and delighting customers with great products and services. In order to support Tata companies through their journey of innovation, the group has introduced platforms that spur, recognize, and reward novel ideas, big and small, safe, and as you'll see, also bold, easy, and complex. And one such platform is Tata Innovista, which is a group-wide program organized annually by the Tata Group Innovation Forum to capture outstanding innovations undertaken by Tata companies across the globe. So it's not restricted only to India. And to thereby encourage innovators within the group, leverage their insights to identify and execute innovation projects, and to create a culture of balanced risk-taking. So this year, we mark a decade of the institution of these awards, and we'd like to really share with you in the course of the next hour and a half some of the successes of the last 10 years of Tata Innovista, and also to introduce some of the winners from Tata Innovista 2015. I'm very pleased to announce that the recently concluded Innovista 2015 recorded a 15-fold increase in innovations by Tata companies from the time we started 10 years back. So in Tata Innovista 2015, we received 1,580 entries under the Promising Innovations category. Now, this category recognizes innovations that have been successfully implemented during the year. And this compares with a number of 101 in 2006. So that represents the 15-fold increase. And these innovations are across a range of subcategories, namely new products, new services, core processes, support processes, services enabling customer, and social. So 6 subcategories. And the concept of innovation is truly getting embedded at Tata companies, moving beyond market-driven product and service innovations to processes like HR, finance, supply chain, IT, brand, marketing, sustainability, and logistics, among others. Now, Tata Innovista and the Tata Group Innovation Forum over the past decade, and true to their mandate, have been successful in creating and nurturing this ecosystem which encourages, inspires, and promotes innovation. And this 15-fold jump in innovation from the time we started, I think is a very good indicator, but it's just one indicator of how Tata companies are making innovation a way of life. Apart from the Promising Innovations category I just mentioned, we are also giving awards in innovation for 3 other categories. The Leading Edge for technologies that are successfully developed but yet to be commercialized. Dare to Try, and this is in itself, I think, an innovative and pioneering award that recognizes sincere and audacious attempts at innovation, but which for whatever reason failed to deliver the desired results. So we actually award propositions that may not have finally made the cut in the market. But this is done to encourage a culture of risk-taking, to reward perseverance, and to allow people to talk about failure openly and transparently. The third category is Design Honor, which seeks to promote a focus of Tata companies on design thinking. And across all the four categories put together, Tata Innovista 2015 recorded over 2,700 innovations over the past year from 75 Tata companies across 18 countries. My colleague here, Mr. S. Padmanabhan, Executive Chairman of Tata Quality Management Services, will take you through this eventful 10-year journey of Tata Innovista and how the Tata Group Innovation Forum, through its various initiatives, is strengthening this culture of innovation across Tata companies. And of course, all of you have the press release in your dockets, which will give you details about the winning Tata companies and their innovations. The winners have been selected after deliberations by over 400 senior Tata managers across 7 cities in India and the rest of the world, and with the involvement, particularly in the regional and national rounds, of very distinguished jury members from over 25 non-Tata companies and from the world of academia. So just to illustrate, some of our jury members included Sanjeev Mehta, the Managing Director of Hindustan Unilever, M.L. Singla, Professor of Information Technology Management at the Faculty of Management Studies, University of Delhi, Professor Rishikesh Krishnan, Director of IIM Indore, Mr. Ravi Gururaj, Chairman of the NASSCOM Product Council, Pradyumna Vyas, Director of the National Institute of Design, and many others. Let me now share with you some statistics on the Tata Group's R&D spend, the research and development spend. I think in the past we've mentioned to you that over the years this has been trending at over 2% of group turnover. That continues to be the case. We don't have the precise numbers for 2014-15 just yet because the accounts of companies are still being frozen. But for 2013-14, and it's a similar trend that you'll see in 14-15 as well. In 13-14, we spent around 16,000 crores or $2.6 billion on R&D. Now that percentage of around 2.5% of turnover compares with an India R&D GDP ratio of 0.9%. So we are significantly higher than the country average. Having said that, I think we'll be the first to say that both the India average and the Tata average, we would like to see grow higher in the years to come. We are quite positive about the evolving innovation ecosystem in this country. The government's recent announcements, including the Atal Innovation Mission and the Make in India campaign, amongst others, have been very well received within the group and in corporate India. As we look ahead, the focus on technology and innovation will continue to play a key role in helping the group achieve its global ambitions. You're all familiar with the fact that in Tata's, we've now created a special focus on 4 clusters. These include defense and aerospace, retail, infrastructure, and finance, apart from the traditional focus on many of our large companies in areas like automotive, materials, energy, and so on. So these 4 clusters, and accompanying them, some of our new initiatives on customer centricity, diversity, and internationalization. In all of these areas, I'd like to say that there is significant amount of innovation that is taking place through the creation of more awareness, harnessing of synergies between companies, greater sharing of best practices across the Tata Group, and investment in joint development of capabilities and future technologies. And in fact, technology differentiated innovation is a key direction that the group has set for itself. One of the manifestations of this is our appointment by Chairman Mistry for the first time in the Tata Group's history of a Group Chief Technology Officer who is present here today, Gopichand Katragada. Dr. Katragada will also be addressing us in the course of the next hour. And he will acquaint you with how the group is working towards technology differentiation and increased collaboration, both internally within the Tata Group and externally, particularly with academia and other partners. From among the winners of Tata Innovista 2015, we have 2 colleagues present here today from Tata Steel and from MetaHelix Life Sciences, who will be presenting to you their innovations, which won them recognition this year, And that'll give you a flavor, a glimpse of the kind of innovation that is taking place in Tata's today. The first one under the leading edge proven technologies category will be a presentation by Dr. Sumitesh Das, who's the Chief of Global Research Programs at Tata Steel. And he'll present to you their winning innovation, graphene from natural sources. Graphene, as you might know, is a new material that is 100 times stronger than steel by weight and is nearly transparent. The innovation of Tata Steel is about making use of graphene in diverse products, which has hitherto been a challenge for the industry. And under the promising innovation new products category, Dr. Narayanan, the Managing Director of Metahelix Life Sciences, will present to you their winning innovation, a product called MC13, which is an innovative rice hybrid. It's a first in the bold rice segment and offers benefits to farmers through increased productivity, better grain quality, and early maturity. And it's a novel product that puts less of a burden on the environment with minimum inputs like water and crop protection chemicals. So he'll be describing that in more detail in the course of the next hour or so. So in ending, once again, let me thank all of you for taking the time to join my colleagues and me here today. It's a very interesting innovation journey we've embarked on, and we're delighted to share with you the results of this first decade of significant focus on innovation for Tata. Thank you very much.